Hello, I'm Roland Wilson. I'm the choir director at Central High School, and I want to briefly, in about 1 or 2 minutes, tell you about some of the wonderful things that are going on with our choir program. Central has one of the greatest fine arts programs anywhere in the city of Memphis. Our orchestra, band, and choir are doing great things. So I just want to quickly tell you a little bit about the choir, if I can. Our chorale choir is made up of freshmen, sophomores, all the way up to a few 12th graders. It is the intermediate group. It's not the beginners, and it's not also the advanced group, but it is made up of very hardworking young men and young women who work very hard to do their very best in choir every day. They have received excellent and superior ratings at solo and ensemble and at choir festival as well. The next group is the women's choir. This is an honors class, so you have to work a little bit harder to be a part of this group, and also the repertoire and the music is a little more rigorous than the other classes. It is made up of women, young women who are somewhere between freshmen and mostly upperclassmen, juniors, and seniors. There are some very talented freshmen who get a chance to audition to be a part of this group, and they have received superior ratings also at solo and ensemble and at choir festival. The top group is known as the concert singers. This group is made up of the more mature voices, the voices who are mostly juniors and seniors. Sometimes there are some very talented freshmen and sophomores who get in, but it's only by audition. And these kids have been singing together for 3 up to 4 years, and they've really been working very hard on their blend and their balance, as you can hear. This group has performed very well at Choir Festival and has received sweepstakes every year, which means superior in concert and superior in sight reading every year, which is great because they work very, very hard for that. Choir life is very busy. If you want to be a part of this choir program, it's not for the lazy. It's not for the weak. We work very hard. There are a lot of after school practices. There are a lot of after school performances. There are a lot of things that go on to make this program very strong. So I expect a lot out of the students who are part of it. I will demand a lot. And if you kind of glance at some of these pictures, you can see we work very hard all the way from performances to rehearsals. We do manage to still have some fun though while we're doing that. But there's a gospel choir component. Gospel choir does several concerts throughout the year. We're very active with our Tri-M chapter, which is Modern Music Masters. So there are several choir members who are a part of that honor society for music here at Central High School. So there's always something going on. And I'm going to get a chance to tell you about some of the trips in just a moment. But we occasionally do have visitors to come to speak to and to perform for our choir program. We've had the men's choir from Southern Miss. We've had Tougaloo College Choir come through. We've had Coahoma Choir. We've had Dr. Carol Blankenship from Rhodes come over and work with our women's choir. And we've had Dr. Corey Foster from Austin Peay University come over and work with us. So, like I said, always really, really busy. Travel, we have had the occasion to travel. I've only been with this choir for 4 years. I'm going into my 5th year. So for the past years, we've had a chance to go to New Orleans. We participated in the World Strides Festival while we were there, and we came away with gold ratings, which is the highest rating that you can get. So these students worked very, very hard on their sound and on their repertoire. And it was a big accomplishment because we were competing against choirs from all across the country. So very, very proud of that accomplishment. And while they were in New Orleans, they did a lot of sightseeing as well. So here you can see we're at the World War II Museum, and here we're on stage getting ready for a performance. Every year in the fall, we do a choir retreat where we go down to Camp Hopewell in Oxford, Mississippi to prepare for our All West auditions. So it's a really, really intense time, and we work very, very hard on the All West material so our students can do their best at the auditions. And every year we do very well. We have several students to make the honor choir for All West. This past spring, we had a chance to travel, first international trip to Toronto, Canada. And this was a very, very dynamic trip. We spent 4 or 5 days up there in the spring, and it did snow while we were there, but we had a great, great time experiencing Canadian culture, and it was a performance tour as well. So we got a chance to perform at the Royal Ontario Museum. That's this shot down here. after the performance. And we did kind of a hodgepodge of all different kinds of music, which we do all the time. So we sing some gospel, we sing some South African songs, we sing traditional classical pieces. We do just a wide variety of music here at Central High School in the choir. So if you want to be a part of this choir, which I recommend that you do, especially if you're coming from Snowden, whose students I know, and from Bellevue across the street, a lot of those students I know as well. You can send in to me a quick audition video. It doesn't need to be very long, about a minute or two. And it can be just of you singing a solo of any genre, any type, any style that you're really comfortable with. It could be one of the choir pieces that your choir worked on this past year. Or if you really, really want to make me happy and excited, send in some sight reading. Love to see that. Send it to wilsonrr@scsk12.org. That's my email address for the district. And I promise I'll get it and I'll listen to it and I will get back to you as soon as possible. If you do want to know even more about the program, on August the 24th, which is a Monday when we go back to work, the teachers report back at 6 p.m. that evening, we're going to have a Zoom, Microsoft Teams, session for everybody who wants to know more.